So as you get your shoulder finger ladder, when it's going to be kind of rolled up or in a bag, the easiest way to find to put it over the door is if you unroll it all the way out and you sort of take the ladder with the flat top on top and you kind of took it over the top of the door so it stays on the door, easier for you, especially if you only have one hand to use it with. And then slide this underneath the back side, make sure it's all nice and straight. And then you go to the back, see it's already hanging up on there so you don't have to worry about trying to hold it up. Clip the clips, adjust it down, and then pull it tight so it stays where you want it to stay. And then it's nice and ready to go. And you got your ladder ready. So just some of the basic exercises when it's time post-operatively to start working on motion. The first thing we're going to do is going to just go on your fingertips, come in a little closer, so it's a shorter lever arm versus long. It's going to be easier on the arm. And just kind of walk up with your fingers. Go wherever you can to get the stretch. Bump the pain, don't try to push through the pain. When you get there, kind of hold it, and you can control it right back down with the fingers controlling the movement. So we'll try that one. And just kind of walking up. Get to the point where you kind of get to the end of that range, a little stretch, pause it, and then come back down. So it's called active assistive. Letting the fingers help with the motion. And at this time, as you do it up again, as you go forward flexion, make sure you're keeping the shoulder blade sort of down so it keeps away from getting any kind of shoulder impingement or pain in the shoulder as well. And then as you get better and per your therapist's recommendations, then you can take a step further back from the wall or the door and go a little longer. And as you walk up, the higher you go, as you walk higher, then you walk into the door to get the stretch as you go all the way up as far as you can. And then same thing coming back down. That's going to be sort of a phase one exercise, and you'll do that with what's called forward flexion and then a scaption. So forward flexion is directly straight on, and then you're going to turn slightly this way, so it's at a 45-degree angle, and you'll work in what's called a scapular plane, same idea, and you'll walk that up, keeping your shoulder down and back, and as you go through, you just kind of walk into the wall, toward the door more, and then walk it back down. That's your phase one type exercises. As someone is improving and we want to get more strength, then the next step is what I do, what's called eccentric lowering. So in this case, you're going to walk up. We'll stop about here. We'll say that's as far as you can go. And now from there, I'm going to take your arm. You're going to support it with the other hand. And now take a step back and set your shoulder back into your back pocket, kind of back to let. And now come off the door and control your arm down very slowly. Support it gently with this, but work on the controlled lowering. So now we're going to start working on these, what's called eccentrics, where these muscles start to retrain in the shoulder. Now you walk back up again. Walk up into it. And then come back out. And now this time drop this. Just have the hand there to support in case it drops. Don't want it to drop. Bring your shoulder blade back here a little bit. And now take a step back away from the door and slowly control the arm down. And then if it starts to get painful, you catch it or support it. And then you walk back up again. So slits on this side. And then walk in as you go. Okay, good. Get to that point. Now take your arm off to the side. Keep supporting it with that hand. Back off a little bit. Set your shoulder back. And now drop this hand gently and just let it control, work in that muscles to retrain. And as the person gets better, we can add a 1 pound weight around the wrist, or they could have a weight as they go up and down. But a 1 or 2 pound ankle weight gives that resistance in the same kind of pattern. Very good.